Alright, hey guys, welcome back. I know I look exactly identical to what I looked like in the last video, and I'm sure we can all figure out why. Use your detective skills, I believe in you. Today I'm going to talk about, I don't know exactly the title yet, my working written title is things I'm excited to use up / not buy again or alter what I purchase. I tried filming this months ago, had a bunch of tech issues, video doesn't exist, and I finally feel good to talk about it again. That makes it sound like it was a really personal video and I got offended over it not working and had to cope, but I just, I'm feeling motivated again. That's more what I mean. We're literally just gonna jump right into it. This is pretty heavily focused and inspired by trying to live a little more sustainably, low waste. It is a lifestyle I am uber interested in, and more I'm doing research on and actually learning things. So I'm sure there's plenty more ideas. This is kind of what I scrounged up real quick and things that I'm really focused on right now. It's not huge, but knowing me, I'll find ways to talk about this for an hour. So let's just dive in. First are using up my regular deodorants. I am a stinky person. I'm a very sweaty person. No shame. I have been on medication for it. I have had to rub specific oils into my armpits to completely stop myself from sweating because it would get literally so bad. I can get rashes in my underarms because they get so irritated from how much I sweat. It just is what it is. It kind of makes me laugh, honestly, more than anything. Deodorant is always a struggle. And now I've kind of I don't know if it was hormones and puberty that kind of pushed a lot of that. I'm in a little bit more of a stable place now. I still smell and sweat a lot, but I don't need medication at this point in my life. I feel like I'm in a place where I'm ready to try something different. I just have a very standard Suave or Secret or some kind of deodorant, nothing crazy right now, because like I said, it is relatively under control for where it's been in the past, and I'd really like to try. I don't know if I'm ready to make my own deodorant. That stresses me out a little bit, even though I know people have confidence in it and I've done a lot of research, and I don't know. I flip between DIYing it or just finding one that can be fully recycled or refilled or has minimal to no packaging, all those sort of situations. Who knows, maybe while we're in quarantine I say fuck it and I do make my own. That would be the time, I guess. Along those lines, honestly, most of my bathroom products, I hope to kind of finish up. I plan to use everything, honestly, and then just not repurchase. Or if it is something I have to repurchase, like shampoo or a body bar wash situation, I will go for a better option than a bottle. Bars exist. Why aren't more people using them kind of thing? I feel like I'm filming this now, but in reality, I have so much shit to go through and I don't use a lot of products. It's gonna take me forever to go through some of my shit. Kind of wrapping up the bathroom area is, I see a lot of people, I watch all those 50 things I don't buy anymore, or I stopped using this when I became a minimalist or lived sustainably. And they always say nail polish and heat tools amidst all the other things, but those are always on the list. And I have a feeling one day I'll just drop off nail polish. I enjoy it at the moment, and I haven't bought nail polish in probably 2+ years or something. I have my collection that I like, and then I have some at my parents' house that my sister takes from, and sometimes I go and swap them out and refresh both of our collections basically. And I do my nails on a pretty regular basis. I've gone to get them done once professionally. I didn't like it. I'm too much of a control freak and I hate paying for that shit. But heat tools. I have not frequently used heat tools since early high school, and honestly, I'm aware I could live without heat tools. I do like to have something on hand, but I only use them for special occasions. Part of me in my mind is I have them, I paid for them, they're good quality, and I like them when I do use them, but also part of me is you're holding on to it to use it once or twice a year. I'm truly down to once or twice a year. That's something I teeter back and forth on, and I know someday I'll just make up my mind to do it and be done, but also part of me is I'm perfectly fine with it just sitting there for the one time I use it, but that's so frustrating. I keep going in this back and forth. Next, so we're out of the bathroom. Next would be I'm trying to read all of my books and do something with them. I'm done buying fiction books unless when I'm purchasing it, my intention is to read it and then like essentially gift it to someone else, like pass on to someone else. I just don't see the point. There's only a small handful of books I know I'm gonna hold on to. A lot of them are art related, and one or two of them are just like my favorite stories of all time, and that's it. And I feel like there was definitely more to this, but this encompasses a lot of what I own. My hope is to use up a lot, if not most, of my art supplies. I have been basically collecting art supplies for 5 years now. I mean, between high school and being an art student in college, you just get a lot of supplies. And I'm a person who likes to work in many different mediums. Of course, I can never just choose one. I don't like to make it easy on myself or my bank account. So I have like things for like too many different things. I'm like getting through old sewing things and it feels so good. Like it feels so good to like use up the last little bit of things and finally just like be done with something. And I just can't wait for that to be like most of my art supplies. And then my hope is to continue to create in these like phases and purchase smaller bits of things to create that phase and then like move on to something else. Guarantee I'll always have probably like stuff laying around, like I'll always have supplies, but my hope is to just lessen my supplies. I will just add in a couple things I intend to like not buy any more of. Honestly, I can't envision myself really needing any new clothing. I've really gotten into DIYing clothing again. If I do need clothing, my first goal will be thrifting. I want to get into like more thrift alterations just because I think they're fun. So if it will be that, if it's anything, oh my god, honestly, like what do I need? Yeah, I think that's really been it. I'm like trying to think, but that's probably like the big factors just for me. I'm really trying to get many more things secondhand, make them myself, do it like just more avenues like that. I've been walking around this apartment so much wanting to declutter everything, but I like know that's not always just like, it's more therapeutic than it is effective in most situations. So I'm really trying to find things proper homes or try and get really creative and give things a second use that either I can use or someone else will now be interested in. So yeah, it's been really fun actually, but it's definitely been a process to be patient, because just because you throw something out, whether it's donated or recycled or thrown, whatever, that doesn't mean the problem has gone away. That just means you don't have to look at it anymore. And so I'm just in that phase of having to remind myself that, because I just put the problem on something else, you know? And I just hope to really simplify things. Like I want things to be simple, clean, easy, like that's all I want. I like get it out of here, honestly, but I want it to go out in the best way possible to have the least effect possible. So yeah, also just any tips you have, I like can read about this shit for hours, so I will totally love to hear anything you have to say down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.